What if I told you that building a beautiful functional website could take less time than brewing your morning coffee? That's right. In today's video, I'm showing you exactly how to build a complete website using AI in under 10 minutes. Whether you're starting a business, launching a blog, or creating a portfolio, you don't need to touch a single line of code. I'll walk you through tools like Hostinger's AI Website Builder, Durable, and Writesonic, and share a few smart tricks that save time and boost results. And stick around, because later I'll show you how to turn your AI-built site into a client magnet or affiliate engine. With almost no tech skills, let's dive in. Before we go any further, let me clear something up. This isn't about cutting corners or building cheap-looking websites. This is about leverage. AI doesn't replace quality, it removes friction. And once you see how fast you can go from idea to live site, you'll realize why so many freelancers and side hustlers are quietly switching to this workflow. Let's start with why AI is a game changer for web creation. AI has simplified the once intimidating process of launching a website. In the past, you needed a designer, a developer, and a whole lot of patience. Now, you just need the right tools. And AI handles design and layout, SEO-friendly content, back-end optimization, and it does it faster than ever. One big reason people give up is not knowing where to start. But tools like Durable actually ask a few questions about your business, then build your website instantly. I mean it, it takes less than a minute. Still wondering if these sites look good enough? Stick around, I'll show you how I got mine from blank to beautiful with a single click. What's really happening here is a shift in who gets to participate. You no longer need technical skills to compete online. If you can describe what you want, AI can build it. And that changes everything for beginners, solo creators, and anyone who's ever felt stuck before even starting. Next up, let's take a look at building a site with AI. Step by step. All right, let's start with Step 1. Use Durable to launch instantly. Durable is an all-in-one AI website builder. You just type in your business type, like freelance designer or dog grooming, and boom, it generates your homepage about section, services, and contact page. It even creates a logo, tagline, and starter content. Here's the underrated part. Durable doesn't just give you a layout, it gives you momentum. Most people stall because setup feels overwhelming. When the structure is already done, your brain switches from "this is hard" to "okay, what do I tweak first?" That's how projects actually get finished. Step 2. Swap in better copy with Writesonic. Once Durable builds your layout, use Writesonic to tweak the wording. Tell it what tone you want. Friendly, professional, funny, and it'll write copy that connects. Need blog content too? Writesonic can write full articles and landing pages in seconds. It's perfect if writing isn't your thing, or if you just want content fast. By the way, this is where most people accidentally level up. Instead of generic placeholder text, you're using AI trained for persuasion. That means clearer headlines, stronger CTAs, and content that actually moves visitors toward action instead of just sitting there. Step 3. Host it with Hostinger. Now that you've got your site, you need a fast, reliable place to host it. That's where Hostinger comes in. Hostinger now offers AI-powered site builders with their hosting plans, meaning you can manage design and hosting in one place. Plus, they're one of the most affordable hosting providers and offer blazing speeds. If you want a reliable place to host it, or more customization, simply use the Durable design as your mock-up or a preview prototype. Take screenshots or notes of your Durable site layout, sections, text, images, and colors, and transfer it over to Hostinger. This is also how people use AI sites for client work. Durable builds the concept fast. Hostinger becomes the long-term home. You deliver speed and polish without burning hours rebuilding everything from scratch. Still with me? Cool. Up next, I'll show you how to add automation and start getting traffic, even while you sleep. Next up, let's dive into turn your site into a lead magnet or income stream. Your site's live. Now what? Here's how to make it work for you. Create a lead magnet. Use Writesonic to draft a free checklist or mini ebook related to your niche. Offer it on your homepage to collect emails. Automate with Durable or Hostinger's tools. Both support email integrations. Set up a welcome email and build your list passively. Promote affiliate links. Add links to tools you use like Writesonic or Hostinger, and earn every time someone signs up. This is where the site stops being just a website and starts becoming an asset. You're not hoping visitors come back, you're capturing attention once and turning it into long-term traffic you control. Bonus tip coming in a sec: how to scale this into a full-on passive income system. But first, let's talk about keeping visitors hooked. Now, for the next step, make your website stickier. Getting visitors is only half the battle. Keeping them is the secret. Try these. Use a clean layout. Durable nails this. Add high-quality blog content. Writesonic helps you post fast. Keep your branding consistent. From your logo to your CTA buttons, AI makes it look pro. Want a site that feels custom without paying $2,000? You're already 90% there. Attention is currency online. The longer someone stays, the more likely they are to trust you. Clean visuals, clear messaging, and simple navigation do more than fancy animations ever will. And AI excels at getting those basics right. Let's jump into the next part. Optimization tips. Most creators skip. Want to double your effectiveness? /B test your homepage headlines using Writesonic variants. Use Hostinger Analytics to see what's working. Let Durable update your site automatically with new content blocks. These tweaks take minutes, but they compound over time. Here's why this matters long-term. Small improvements stack. One headline tweak improves conversions. Better conversions mean more emails. More emails mean more chances to sell or recommend tools. And once that loop is running, your site improves itself with every visitor. That's the difference between a static page and a living system. Here's the part most people underestimate. Optimization is where average AI websites turn into income assets. Anyone can launch a site fast, but the difference between a site that just exists and one that converts comes down to small adjustments made over time. Things like rewriting one headline, changing a button color, or repositioning a call to action can dramatically change how long visitors stay and whether they take action. This is where AI quietly does its best work. For example, you can ask Writesonic to generate 5 alternative headlines for the same page, each focused on a different emotional trigger: curiosity, urgency, simplicity, or results. Then you test one, let it run for a few days, and swap it if needed. No guesswork. No redesigning the whole site. Just small, smart moves that compound. And by the way, this is exactly why hosting platforms like Hostinger and builders like Durable work so well with AI content. You're not locked into one version of your site. You can tweak, test, and improve without breaking anything. Over time, those tiny improvements stack, and that's how a simple built website starts producing real, predictable income. Now, let's zoom out for a second, because this is where people finally get it. What you're really building here isn't just a website. It's a system. A system where traffic comes in, value goes out, and opportunities to earn are baked into the structure from day one. Once that clicks, you stop chasing hacks and start thinking long-term. This is also why AI-powered websites work so well for beginners. You're not trying to master design, copywriting, SEO, and automation all at once. You're letting AI handle the technical side while you focus on clarity: who this site is for, what problem it solves, and what action you want visitors to take next. When those 3 things are aligned, results follow. And here's something most tutorials won't tell you. Your first version doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to exist. Once it's live, data starts coming in. AI tools help you read that data, adjust your messaging, and improve conversion without rebuilding everything. That's how beginners quietly turn simple AI sites into long-term income engines. Before we keep going, I want to pause for a second and explain something important. Everything you've seen up to this point isn't theoretical. It's built on a small set of tools I actually rely on to keep these systems simple and hands-off. Not because they're the best, but because they remove friction and let things run without constant babysitting. For building the website itself, I use Durable. It's what allows me to go from idea to live site incredibly fast. I'm not thinking about layout, structure, or setup. It just gives me something clean and functional to work with right away, which is exactly what you want when momentum matters. When it comes to writing copy, things like homepage text, blog content, or lead magnets, I use WriteSonic. It helps me get clear, usable drafts quickly so I'm never starting from zero. I'll usually generate the base there, then lightly tweak it so it sounds natural and fits my voice. And for hosting and performance, I use Hostinger. It keeps everything fast, stable, and easy to manage in one place. I don't want to think about technical details once the site is live, and this takes all of that off my plate. None of these tools are mandatory, but using the right ones early saves you a lot of unnecessary trial and error. The goal isn't to stack tools, it's to build a system that quietly does its job while you focus on what actually moves the needle. Here's a bonus tip. Skip Amazon KDP. Try this instead. If you're creating downloadable products or digital guides for designs and templates from Durable, don't sleep on Payhip or Scribble. Scribble formats and publishes your ebook or PDF fast. Great for lead magnets. Payhip lets you self-sell directly, keeping 90% plus of profits, way more than Amazon. You can use the same content you made for your site and turn it into products that sell on autopilot. This is how creators quietly build income without launching something new every week. One site, one lead magnet, one product. Everything feeds everything else. AI doesn't just help you create faster, it helps you reuse smarter. If this helped, hit subscribe. Next, I'll show you how to turn that website into a lead machine that runs while you sleep. Next up, I'm running a real-world AI side hustle challenge, starting with just $50 and seeing if I can turn it into cash in a single day. No shortcuts, no hype, just results. See you there.